I think he's turning around for another pass. Yeah, he's diving now and boosting.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah, he's going to try and skim the ground here. Oh, little roll. Did you get that?
Oh, I got it. I panned and everything. It's perfect.
Nice.
That was sweet.
It's a shame they don't have a second crew seat, because then you could multi-crew up and just camera.
Imagine if you could get all like about 10 characters all in like the same like Eagle ship build, launch them all together with a macro and like do red arrows or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Is the station shooting someone? I can hear guns.
But can you hear them? It's only 70 jumps left. It's like doable in
Nice landing.
I just dropped into a neutron star randomly.
Amazing.
So how long is everyone hanging out?
Dropped into a neutron star in a good way or in a bad way?
Oh, the not dead way. And it's a really, really slowly rotating one.
Ah, that's nicer.
Like, properly slow. I think actually, this is the slowest neutron star I have ever seen.
And you should look at me, but I'm not a neutron star. I am a normal kind of star, though. A superstar.
Oh man, there's
So-
SRS wrecks all over the place.
Yeah. So you are a O giant.
Yes.
You should
Exactly.
lose some weight.
No.
Being that heavy isn't healthy.
Well, I don't care. I want to eat planets and no one can stop me.
Good
Oh, okay.
Greetings.
Somebody has an echo.
I don't think so.
Echo, yeah, said hello.
Echo.
Well, not that, no.
No, I think I can sometimes hear myself from Asticon, but I'm not entirely sure.
No,
could-
when somebody else was talking. Well, I heard myself there, but
Yeah, it's
Was it
probably
me?
me because I'm on speakers and I'm using my laptop's mic. So, yeah, it's
That's
pretty good.
most likely it then, yeah.
I would hazard a guess as to so, yes.
I completely agree, my friend.
it's the first time I've seen a courier
Really?
on this expedition. That's
Oh,
made
on this
by-
expedition.
That's not an NPC, yeah.
I thought you meant that would be the first time you've ever seen a courier.
Not quite, no. He has a really old decal, but I can't remember what this decal is. It's the one with the ring planet.
Beta
Probably
background.
Uranus then.
Beta for the game. Not
I'm
the
lost
weird, not the weird looking one with the multiple grid buckyball looking thing, but it's just a regular planet that's with the ring.
Nice.
I know Obsidian Ant has it on his ship, so it's pretty old.
That's not very nice to say.
Well, I mean, Obsidian Ant is old, but he's also been playing the game a long time.
That's still not nice to say.
I'm
I
going
will-
to
I will-
attempt
What are you going to attempt?
neutroning.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you're going to be electroning instead, since it's actually charged and not neutrally loaded thingy chargeless? What
Courier has a party trick.
They could also be exotic particles.
Yeah, I like exotic particles more. They excite me more. Like the ordinary particles, so boring, you know. I really prefer the exotic ones.
So is anybody gonna do the World of Death?
The what?
World of Death?
I don't
And
know
what
it
would
is.
that be?
It's same thing as what you saw on Waypoint 13, except instead of a gas giant, it's a landable planet.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So you have to time it that you get on the planet, dismiss your ship immediately. So when you're in SRV, it won't kill you.
Nice.
Wait, where's
I'm
that?
not going to do that, but
I have to look at the map to see what the system name is.
We're being graffitied.
Here, I'll put the system name in the chat, in the expedition chat.
will you do it systematically?
Pretty much. I'm not sure how far that is from our waypoint 15.
Probably
I
at
mean,
least one
not
light
15,
year.
14. 14 or 15? What's next?
Next is 14. No, 15.
15. Next is
15.
15.
Current is 14, yeah.
Did they add
And
a
in 2
waypoint
days
somewhere?
it's 15. No, I don't think so.
I think they did.
I'm pretty
It
sure
was
they didn't.
16 from the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
16
weird.
is Colonia itself. So that's all there was to it. There's
Holy!
definitely not-
Oh my God!
Whoa! I heard a big kaboom.
I think did he hit
That was a
you?
Taipan.
Kilo, did he hit you?
What
I
happened?
don't know. He came into my view from underneath me, so he may well have done.
Yeah, I'm right beside you, and I've got my camera out, and it looked like he if he didn't hit you, he was close, but he did hit one of those on the ground. That's what blew him up.
Yeah, what happened then? Someone rammed into something with the
Yeah, it's only a
They're-
Taipan. It's fine.
Yeah, they're doing flybys pretty low to the ground, and he smacked a
Nice.
couple of ships. That's why I think he hit you first, or at least he hit your shields.
Well, yeah, I don't have any shield damage, but a Taipan probably wouldn't do much to my shield. It's not bad for an exploration shield. But yeah, he came into view from underneath my ship, and he was already out of control when I saw him, so he may have hit me, but I don't know.
Yeah, that is the reason that in all meeting points I put all 4 pips into the shields.
I only
Yeah,
ever
but you're
put,
right
like,
here for
2 pips
restock,
into them.
and you just print another one anyway, so it doesn't really matter with those, does it?
Print.
I am on the solar panels and I have quite a good outlook on all of the ships landed here.
Nice.
I went there
Holy
with my
shit, some guy's
SRV.
just done it in an Anaconda. I thought the guy doing it in the Eagle was ballsy. That's kind of... that's nuts.
He came in pretty
Greetings.
low.
Oh, that's it. Eagle pilot has been goaded into beating it now. He's probably going to come between those two asps, the orange one and the red one, I reckon.
But I'll tell you what, the good thing is I'm getting some pretty good video shots from all this shenanigans.
Yeah, he's coming now. I've just seen him. He's just dropping down to the ground. I think he's boosting now. I don't know. He's not going that fast.
Yeah, he
I've been
chickened out.
cleared to land on top of this Cobra Mark III. NPC, thankfully.
How's everyone tonight?
It's not
But
really
I'm still
tonight,
about
but
an
okay.
hour away from waypoint 15. Pretty sad.
So which one's Plato going to land on or flop on?
The next one?
Is he streaming right now?
Yeah, probably. I think so.
He'll probably go land on landing pad, I expect.
The chance exists, but there's also the chance that it will do something else entirely, like crashing a ship into the ground at multiple times the speed of light. I don't know why he would do such a thing, but the possibility exists.
Is that Conda trying to shoot an SRV like from point blank?
I'm not sure, but that ship just flew right into his beams.
Oh, maybe he was trying to get him arrested or something. Not arrested, you know what I mean? Fined.
Where is Plater? I can't tell. He's behind?
Yes, he's
if
behind.
he's got ED Discovery running, the what's the name might say.
No, he's looking at
He's-
a star with it selected, so he's Bluff Foe, which I think is behind us.
I think he's on the way to Polo Harbor because he was one system behind. Yeah, yesterday or the day before yesterday. I don't know. Yeah, yesterday.
What a slacker.
Oh, I'll have to watch it and see if I can see all our ships on his stream.
Well, he's probably gonna go into a pretty light instance. Mine has like 12 ships in it already.
Yeah, I think mine's got about the same. I'm in the same one as Rude and the nut job in the Third Alliance, which is named Alien Hunter. The guy's crazy.
No, he is good.
I have landed my SRV on the solar panels next to the base.
Let me see that. So, yeah, you were in the middle one. I can see you, just off the middle from the spike. Yeah, you just boosted up, right? And now you just landed again.
That's me.
Yeah, I see you.
We should all get up here with our SRVs and make a group photo.
Wait for me, or well, you actually shouldn't, since I'm more than 2 hours away from waypoint 14.
Wait, you're going away from it towards Colonia.
Me?
Yeah, didn't you say
I
you're going to the
already
next
was at
waypoint?
Colonia.
You're going to Kayesh, whatever it's called?
Yeah, to whatever. Yeah, the one at waypoint 15. I'm going back from Colonia, since I was at Colonia and I bought a Python, because why not?
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Internment, esting.
Interesting. Or is it extra esting? That doesn't even sound like something that you could pronounce right. Nice.
I think those ships that are buzzing around, the brightest ship on the ground is Kilos, and they're aim at it every time.
My overlay's bugged out again.
Oh, that's always nice. But it's probably a feature, not a bug. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little problem with the overlay system in Discord.
Yeah, I can't see my overlay anymore on Discord. Over Elite Dangerous. Do you have the same problem?
Yep. It worked fine a couple of days ago, but now nothing.
Yeah, same here.
It's probably just Discord being a little bit weird, as it usually is. It's Discord.
Kilo, you
Don't
might-
expect it to work correctly. Or rather, work at all. And the body exclusion zone has gotten invisible again. Thanks, Elite. And there it is again.
Ah, look at that.
Oh yeah, Alien
No.
Hunter's doing his craziness again.
Nice. 60 new astronomical objects. Amazing.
Oh, that's sweet.
You'll have to go see if he parks like yes, you know that little skyscraper bit in the base, like that's got sort of almost like two towers right next to each other. He's like just wedged his nose in that and just shut his engines off.
Nice.
Oh, he sure smacked that SRV, I tell you.
Oh geez, just got back and Alien Hunter's at it again.
Yeah, always also take a look in the Enigma Expedition chat. I think someone landed their, well, put their SRV in a place where it's not supposed to go.
Oh my.
He's showering pity on me. I'm on the solar panels in the SRV, and he's chucking chaff at me.
Crazy.
If anybody wants to go to a system with 5 black holes, I can give them a name. It's not directly in the path to the next waypoint, but it's pretty much in the same direction.
One close encounter with a black hole is enough for me. Thank you very much.
6
need
black
4
holes
more.
are nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 6 is the old thing. Now it's 7 apparently. Where is that system with the 6 black holes? It was like Boast something.
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, does any one of you knows a pretty of blue steel, Ars Nova?
Never heard of it.
Ah, it's a show. And I just realized that the fucking Conda paint job, the Pulse one, the light lit up one, it looks exactly like the fucking
Holy
ships in
crap.
Ars Nova.
How'd their ship just blow up?
Yeah, they could just buy it back at the station.
Was that the Third Lords guy?
Yeah.
Wait, who blew up? Not Alien Hunter.
No, that was a question. There was a ship blew up right next to me.
Yeah.
No, the Fertile Lance is still there. Well, I don't know. It
Guys,
was
I
that
have a
orange
question.
ship that's right in front of you, Kilo, by the red
Sorry?
ship.
Oh, it was an asp.
Yeah, he was just sitting there, and all of a sudden he just blew up.
He ran out of fuel.
He was probably an ass.
How do you spell that, Lilith?
What?
The show you were talking about.
You watched that?
Sounds interesting.
Ars Nova is quite nice. I love the art style and fuck. The opening song is, let's just say delicious. Because I like the band. I like,
I mean, I was recording when it happened. I can pause this and go back and check and see if I
Yeah.
notice anything.
Yeah, I'm recording too.
I thought it was my SRV that had blown up because I was just coming into land and then there's this explosion and like they're pretty explodey at the moment, SRVs. So I thought it was me.
I'm parked
In large
right
instances,
in front of
yeah.
I'm parked right in front of that explosion, and I was like, what?
No.
Where are you guys? Waypoint?
I'm currently somewhere in between Waypoint 15 and Colonia itself.
All right, well, he's replaced his ship, and he's just came out of the station. So he's coming back around.
Oh, yeah.
is
Not that bad of a
their
rebuy.
livery, like outfitting and livery.
Not livery, no.
There is in Colonia itself, but on Jack's station, most of the stuff is locked down because of I don't even really know why, but it is.
There's a bunch of stations there.
Go to Carcosa. There's loads of stuff at Robber and Rock.
Wouldn't
But where
that
the fuck am I?
Kayash or whatever have it?
Where is that? And how near? How far?
Carcosa.
I'm on my way. No,
CARCOSA.
I don't have the game open. I'm on my way to waypoint 14.
Kashiapa, whatever, should have outfitting. I believe it will.
Right, it's full. It's full station. Kashapa. The station name is Vihara Gate.
Greetings, commanders.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Do you need the spelling for it?
Greetings.
Kilo Alpha Sierra Hotel Yankee Alpha Papa Alpha.
So Lilith, how do you spell Aris Nova?
You want to watch the show?
I want to look it up.
I can. Who asked that? Captain Crazy.
Me. Yeah.
I will make
Sounds
the
interesting.
link.
I guess we have to wait until tomorrow to find out whether the ship is shut down. Yeah, the Dominic.
No, I'm pretty sure on Galnet there's an article like that it's already like saved.
It's saved. We saved it.
Okay, because I'm there right now. I was this morning. There's some guys were around this morning when I was playing. They just locked off, and everything seemed to be okay. But then again,
Yeah, like this morning it wasn't certain if it was going to be saved yet, and we had to wait until the server reset for the changes to take effect if there were any. But now there is a Galnet article about how it's saved already. So.
oh, great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah, I would think there's at least a couple of thousand tons of meta alloy has already been delivered, at least.
Yeah, and there was something I read that said there was a surplus, and
FDev have removed the black market.
Right.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
a little
I
late.
remember
but
that show.
That's nice.
Oh, okay.
So whatever happens now, the Dove Enigma is safe.
But yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
show.
We could just
I
sit
watched it.
back and enjoy the journey.
It's amazing, right?
Even though we've only got a few days left. Yes, it is, Lilith. You've done a great job.
What?
We did a great job yesterday.
Oh yes, we did. No, I was talking to Commander Crazy. It's Captain Crazy. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Hey, call me Cat.
It's an amazing show.
I remember watching that a long time ago.
But you guys have fun and try to not crash into any ships or whatever, or the planet, or a star, or anything else that's in the game.
Log in first.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
don't
kind of
crash the game
part of
then.
the game. It's
Uh,
logging in.
Except six shooter, he can crash a ship.
As always, I didn't expect anything else.
I'm doing the
Well,
neutral
okay.
by the way.
6. Absolutely do not crash your ship unless I'm there to record it. You guys have fun. I'm going to go sleep and hopefully like wake up in time to not be too late for school tomorrow.
Oh,
So-
fuck.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
going to
good
try.
Have fun.
Sounds
Have a
like
good
an
night.
awesome- That sounds like an
Thanks,
awesome
guys.
thing.
So crazy. Do you realize that it actually looks like
Yeah,
paint job of the Conda?
yeah,
That's
it
quite
now
funny.
does. Well, in some aspects, yes. Color-wise, yes. Pattern, it's a little.
Shape of
it's
the fucking ship.
yeah, but the pattern's a little different.
That's true, but it's quite similar. Let's go into the VCOM. Hey, yeah. I basically halfway to waypoint 14. About 145 jumps.
What?
Yeah, I'm doing neutral highway. It's not helping.
What?
Hey, pause.
What's
Where
your
you at?
jump range?
Like 3.
Yeah, basically.
20, 17, something like that.
30 light years.
Are you using jet cone boost?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
144. I just looked it up.
Wow. I'm going from 13 to 14, and it's 23 jumps.
I was on my way from 11 to 14, so yeah.
Oh.
Captain Azores, Commander Azores' ship is bugging out. It's doing the swooty wiggle wiggle twerky twerk.
What the fuck?
%69% Pioneer. Not bad.
Nice.
Okay, once I get back to the bubble, gonna level up Mother Gaia. With that whole shit. Wanna get my federal rank up.
What's after Ranger?
Elite.
What?
Oh, what do you mean? Ranger? Pioneer.
And then it's Elite?
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
I'm elite.
I'm 84% Ranger, so. On the way back to the bubble, I guess I'll go up to Pioneer. Take a while to get them.
This shot looks fucking beautiful.
I'm just gonna go to trip to the neighbor next to Colonia here. Just sat at the Enigma. No point, is there?
My ship is under attack. Why?
Somebody's shooting it with an SRV, probably.
Would you not?
What graphics? What how high do you have your graphic settings? That's what I wanted to ask.
All the way to the top.
Mine's reasonably high.
I don't know. High, I think, but not maxed out for me.
Yeah, same. I don't see much difference between maxing out and just high, so I just left it at high.
I actually
Depends on what
have it on
kind of stream.
ultra with NVIDIA settings, and I have also quadrupled some settings when it comes to textures, resolutions in the options file, in the settings file.
You have to tell me about that. Some when, cause
I will soon. Not now because I'm going to head to bed in a little bit. But
yeah,
I
I
will tell you
still.
how to do it. It's very
Thank you.
easy.
You're just editing the XML, aren't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the problem is I have troubles finding the right file. Always make a backup from the file. Yes. But still, I'm able to. Rook, what graphics card do we have at the moment?
I got GTX 970.
No, Roku. Mark! Was für eine Grafikkarte haben wir im Moment?
I have a 1070 as well with 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Wonderful little thing.
It's like to say I got my 1060 before the whole cryptocurrency inflation thing happened.
Ah.
So I got it real cheap, like crazy cheap.
Yeah, it's not really a good time to build your own PC because of one. If you want yourself a high-end PC, you gotta spend up a shit ton of cash for the graphics card alone.
I haven't even looked at the prices on the stuff, but I just read every day pretty much that some cryptocurrency is rocketing up, so people are buying every single low-end card.
I looked at a price of a 1080 a few months back. It was rather cheap. As of now, it's over 1,000. That's not a really good price for it.
That's true. I have a pretty shitty graphics card. I'm still able to stream on Ultra without problems.
Well,
my main thing is I've had the Oculus just crap out on me. I think because the graphics card can't handle doing that and like recording at the same time in 1080.
Did you turn your graphics card into a barbecue?
No, but it'll kick off the Oculus. I don't know why. So
I want a bionic eye.
Do what?
Is that an eye tracker?
I want an bionic eye so badly. I want to be able to see on my fucking right eye and play in VR.
Oh, you mean like an actual cybernetic replacement? Maybe wait 100-something years.
Yes. Yeah, it would be nice. No,
In order to make it another 100-something years, I think you have to have a few other bionic things first.
Nah, just freeze me.
Just open a port in the head and just jack in, surf the frontal lobe.
Steal the TARDIS.
I'll put you next to the peas in the fridge.
Wow. Just steal the TARDIS and do your thing.
Though, with the advancements of tech every year, I wouldn't be surprised if it's pretty close either way.
People seem to overestimate some of the... I mean, technology isn't really going to advance, I think, the way people think it's going to advance. I've had people tell me they think there's going to be a true AI in like 50 years, and I'm like, no. There's zero chance an actual living being made out of electronics and circuits and stuff is going to happen.
I mean, we're
The thing is,
things we already know a lot.
It takes jumps takes different weird ways.
I don't really think the tech is the problem with bionic replacements. I think it's more the medicine, because the medicine is fucked up. And no one would do this. No one would invest fucking money in that. And if they would do that, yeah, you had to pay basically more money than you could ever get.
Just have a chat with what's his face, the Tesla guy.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk. Yeah,
the guy with the flamethrower now.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Can somebody tell me
Neither
what
do
the
I.
angle? What is the angle of that?
Why
What is-
not a flamethrower?
Because why not?
No, he does
Exactly.
it for a purpose. He does everything for a purpose, pretty much. I think.
Well, that just earned him about $4 to $5 million in less
Which
than
is
48
like
hours.
a penny to him compared
Well,
to how
yeah,
much he
like-
makes.
Well, now he's proven that he can do it, so then he can go into like big scale production and make even more ridiculous amounts of money.
I mean, I'd buy a flamethrower.
Well, think of one California senator, and he's saying
Oh, yeah.
no.
I bet.
Yeah,
they're
in
pissed.
California, it'd be like,
I bet they're real
y'all,
pissed at the politicians there.
that shit illegal.
Now there's
One
going to be how many
question.
thousands of those things in California with dry brush?
Yeah, that's an issue, a real issue.
What's the outfitting station someone mentioned? Can someone post that in
Polo
the chat?
Harbor?
Kashaya?
No, the outfitting
No,
station.
Polo
Yes,
Hotel
Yapa.
But
Anyway,
that has
on the
outfitting
map.
there.
I am heading.
It's
Can
not
anyone
on the
post that?
guys-
Because I'm in a hyper jump at the minute, so that's not a good idea.
All right.
Cash Yapa.
I am going to bed. I'll see you guys later.
Later.
Good night.
Good night.
Six.
Night.
Is anyone
Night.
ready to blast off from Polo Harbor? Do a mass jump?
Could do.
I'm heading to that bubblegum nebula someone linked.
Bubblegum? What? Where is this?
Bubble Nebula.
Um,
It's cool.
The
It's a
bright
pink
pink
nebula.
2,000 light years away.
The one next to the bubble? Like close to the starting system? Was that what we're talking about?
No,
It's kind of
out
close.
From waypoint 14.
Oh dear,
Oh.
I'm looking at Google Images. It's
Must be like
very
a planetary
bubblegummy
nebula then.
Colored, yes. Holy fuck.
My favorite nebula is still Whale West. Ooh, that's amazing.
This looks pink.
How far is it from the boats? Boast.
Waypoint 13. 14.
Yeah, that's waypoint 14.
Yeah, it's easier than saying Bowens.
I'd like to say boats though.
It's 2,000 light years from waypoint 14.
Ah.
But it's not any closer to Colonia, so you're going sideways.
200
Backwards.
jumps, guys. 200 jumps to the next outfitting station.
Not
You
bad.
can do it.
Good luck with that.
I don't
and good
want
night.
to do
Bye-bye.
it. That's the problem.
You gotta do it.
Anyone going to Beagle Point after this?
I
No.
No, I'm going back to the bubble.
Is
That is literally
distant
how I went to Beagle Point 2 years ago.
is Distant Worlds 2 going to do Beagle Point, or are they doing something different?
There you
They're
go.
gonna do Beagle Point 10%.
Yeah. But my only problem is, what is the time length of that? They're gonna take at least like 8 months.
I heard a year.
Oh god. Well, I mean, I guess you could always just, do whatever you want. Go back to the bubble and then go back out after a month or two. That kind of thing. On our way to Beagle Point, one of the people on our expedition started writing out his name on EDSM, and then he did like art. He did like a Sidewinder and a bunch of other ships and different things. Different
What, from
other
like the
names.
galaxy map plot he made?
Yeah, from the way it
that's
looks
cool.
where you were, but all the star systems that are going there. So he wrote his name in cursive. He did picture art of Sidewinders and other ships and a bunch of other names and things. And our trip was like, I want to say it was 2.5 months? Like 2 months and 2 weeks or something like that. 2 months and 1 week to go to Beagle Point.
Oh God, Alien Hunter's at it again.
The other people from the UK should be here that stream normally, like the Scorpius and all those people. Turgeon.
Yeah, but I want to get to the next waypoint before I have to get off. So I might hop out of here real quick.
They would actually be here now because they already docked like last night.
Oh yeah, the meetup was supposed to be like an hour ago, I think, something like that. 2200. Or 200 GMT, sorry, which is 3 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, I think I've got enough clips for my video here, so I'm gonna head out.
Okay. Good night.
Well, I mean, I'll be in the chat still, but I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave Polo Harbor.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm already heading to the next waypoint.
I am exploring around.
But for me to get to the next waypoint is going to be 66 jumps.
That's not too
It's
bad.
an interesting number.
71 for me.
58 for me.
You're talking from 14 to 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm in a different system. Decided to go up because I was following someone else's path. I wanted to scan stuff.
You'll still be able to scan stuff if you just go directly. I mean, there might be a
Crazy.
few systems that are discovered. It's not bad though.
Are you at the waypoint? Who's at waypoint 14?
Well, I am actually
Just left.
not
am.
yet, but I'm exploring it around. So
I'm gonna see if any of the streamers get here.
I think Piotr comes. He has something like I wait. Claytor is 455 years from checkpoint.
Well, since I got all Europeans here, what do you think about the beta?
It's weird.
I do like it.
What was the change they did to engineerings now? The one that Obsidian had a video on yesterday? I didn't really catch all of it.
They increased the power for the dirty drives. They increased for the frame shift. There's the mass whatever. So
Optimal
you
mass.
have you have a bit more jump range now.
Basically just buffed it so you get all the god rolls by just
Well, it's higher
putting in
than a
enough
god roll.
rolls.
The rolls in this system are actually higher than the best god roll in the old system. Nobody got 61% in the old system. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that on my Diamondback. First thing I'll do when I get back to the bubble is buff my Diamondback.
I mean, I remember seeing somebody had 57, and we thought that was impossible. But somebody got 57.4, I think.
What? Like
I've seen a
jump range?
screenshot of 57, yeah, and I've seen a screenshot of 56 point something with
Yeah.
like 4% fuel as well.
I've got
I've got-
51.
I've got one that's 56.4 with the like 2.3% max fuel, which isn't that great, but
Well,
Can
that's better than
someone-
anything I've got.
well, yeah, that's me rolling a lot though. You guys
Yeah,
don't
I've
roll
rolled a lot too.
multiple hundreds of times for one module, or even
Yeah,
up to
me
1,000 almost.
Can someone explain the term dirty drives for me?
It's the one that
It's
makes
a-
your engines hotter and it gives you more speed, gives you
Yeah,
a higher
faster.
optimal multiplier. So it'll
Yeah.
give you, I think the old system gave you 42% on the god roll. Mine only got up to about 36 or 37 is the highest I could ever get. But the highest god roll was 42%. The new system is, what is it, 45 or 47?
I think 47 was what they were showing in the forum
Yeah,
post.
47
Yeah,
now.
47.
But the
What's
max,
the,
but
with the
for-
experimental effect, I believe. So like
What's
the
the
normal
heat
roll,
penalty?
and then you got to add an experimental effect to it.
What's the heat
no,
penalty
no,
on that?
no. That 47% without anything, and plus with the experimental effect, you can reduce the heat. So
Oh, that's
it means
nice.
that,
Good to hear.
and it means that you have this maximum, which is so much over than the normal god rolls.
I'd
Hello,
take the
900
heat
meter per
and
second
have
eagle.
even more speed.
Yeah, so you have now more speed, and you can reduce the heat problems with the experimental effect.
Can
But
imagine an
to
Imperial
reach
Eagle
the
with the 3A enhanced thrusters plus that.
yeah,
Man.
but there's only one thing that to reach the maximum, it's still there is some kind of RNG, because sometimes you cannot roll full, so you need at the end quite a lot of roll to reach out the over maximum.
Yeah, I've seen that where they put like 4 rolls in or 5 rolls, and it still has that tiny sliver left before they can get the thing all the way up to the top.
Right.
And then
Still better
that's
than
then, like another
25
5 or
and not
6
getting a
rolls.
god roll.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like guaranteed god roll in the 4 or 5 rolls, but I
Still
think you
gonna
have
be better
to
than
sometimes
God.
go up to like 10. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's a progression where you're constantly going better than the last, so that's what people really wanted. They wanted something certain instead of maybe you'll get 20%, maybe you'll get 50%, we don't know. mean, you could roll. Sometimes you could roll 100 something, 150, 200 rolls, and not even get the top of what it's capable of, even without the secondaries.
Right.
Which is strange because when engineers first came out, I'm sure they made a pretty narrow band of possibilities for that. I think they handicapped it pretty well, where it's a narrow range of outcomes for what you're doing. So it's kind of like a, that chooses from the 50 or so pre-made settings of what it could be instead of the multiple hundreds of thousands or millions of possibilities it could have been.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
that makes sense.
there is only, and there is also one thing more, that now the reputation on the engineer is counting. It means that at the lower level you need much more less roll to step over to the, for example, from grade 1 to grade 2. Maybe it needs only 1 or 2.
That's only on like 1, 2, and 3 though, right? I think 4 and 5 are still the many rolls.
Yeah, but not so many. I mean, if you have a better reputation on the engineer, it's much more less than the previous before the first. I mean, in the, like as a first batch was or a beta.
That only helps the people that are already at level 5 with them. So the people who don't have any reputation with them are still gonna have to grind the materials and stuff.
Yes.
Doesn't take that long though. Really,
I mean,
doesn't.
it won't relatively to what you're wanting to do. I mean, you could go to Dav's point, like Dav's Hope, and just start sucking up 100 something materials in like an
Exactly.
hour.
Now you don't have to filter out like, oh, I just need to save room I hold for this. It's like, no, I can just pick up everything I want now.
And then you can
I
trade
can
them
have
out for
tons of
whatever you want.
jumponium.
Guys, I have much more advice on this, because you not need for that. Because with the material traders, it's better to go after only for the most rare materials, because this, if you can stock up a lot of, you can change it for the middle or the lowest materials, and you can earn a lot or get a lot from them.
Right.
So,
If I'm out like looking for rare materials and I happen across a bunch of common ones, I won't hesitate to scoop them up.
of course, you don't hesitate. Don't hesitate for that. But if you need to go for example, imperial shielding, you need to go for high grade emissions. But if you are stocking up a lot, in that case, this one can be changed for a lower shielding materials, which you would need for engineering up your modules.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna read the patch notes that what takes effect for us. Starting from the top, drives. Dirty drives increase speed from 30 to 40%. Maximum power increase is now 47%. The 47% is extremely lucky. 43% is very good. Clean drives increase speed from 18% to 20%. Max possible increase is 34.4%. It used to be 33.8. Now FSD, optimal mass. Increase FSD range. The optimal mass from 50% to 55%. Now power plant, low emissions. Heat from 60% to 65%. Overcharged. Power from 36% to 40%.
Cannot comply.
And the rest is like armor, power distributor, shield boosters.
Yeah, there's a lot. I didn't read it all.
I just wrote down what is a good thing for like explorers.
I think The only
There's
thing
all-
left they need to do is make the trading a little bit better for those grade 4s and or what they call the rare and the whatever.
Yeah, like maybe do 2 for 1
Materials.
or 3 for 1. What is it right now? Is it 3 for 1 right now?
Oh, it was like at 6 to 1, I think.
Yeah, I
in
think
the
3
beginning.
for 1's like pretty reasonable.
3 or 2, yeah. I think somewhere in between there or whatever. 3 is fine. That's reasonable, I think, but the 6 to 1 was kind of just Oh no,
Yeah,
6 to
no.
1 was only like between 5 and 4 too. That was like the second highest or the highest. If it was like I forgot what they said what the 2 or 3 was. It was like 80 something to 1 for those. For the regular common instead of the lowest common.
But you need 80 to get a grade 5 or
Yeah, 80 to get one. Yeah, it was terrible.
I mean, I'd use that more to just, you know, trade another rare one. Like, I might have a bunch of rares of something, and I needed another rare of something else, and just trade that, you know, trade it across the same class.
It still should be some kind of a, like you said, 2 to 1 or something on that, I think.
Yeah,
or
I think 2 or
1.5
3 to 1 would be fair if you're trading grade 5 for grade 5. Like, for example, I got 41 biotech conductors, and that's a grade 5 rare, so I could trade that for a lot of other stuff, and those are pretty easy to come across doing missions and stuff.
I remember trying to get those when they took them out of the game completely.
Did they?
That was sad. Yeah, I forgot what update it was. I think it was 2.4 actually. 2.4 they updated it. They took out exquisite focus crystals, biotech conductors, modified and embedded firmware, something else too that was big. And I was like, I need to get some biotech conductors. I'm gonna do some modding of armor. I couldn't find it. I kept looking around. I couldn't find it. I went all the way out to the most out of reach bases because those are the ones that offer the missions usually with them. Couldn't find it, like at DD and stuff like that. Nothing. And then finally I was like, they're just missing from the entire game.
Yeah, another thing it's pretty hard to find is classified scan databanks, unless you want to do the mission to like go and scan the bases, but I don't like doing that, so I'll hop boards. Well, I'll travel around till I find them anyway.
I don't think those.
I don't like the board
rarest
flip
ones.
either.
Hey,
I think
Zen. Nice.
modified embedded firmware is
Thing you
more
got
rare
there.
than that.
Thank you.
And cracked industrial firmware is supposed to be actually a common data, which it never has been common.
Oh wait, did I say classified scan database or cracked industrial firmware? I
Oh,
meant cracked
you said
industrial
classified
firmware.
data, yeah. So
yeah,
you meant-
never mind,
you meant
because I meant
cracked
cracked industrial firmware, because I have tons of trouble finding that.
That's way hard. That used to be so much harder to get the modified and embedded firmware. You'd go around to the data points and just get modified embedded, and I would go to like maybe 20 stations to get like 2 instances of the cracked industrial. So I got 6
and
total.
it's only a grade 3, and it seems like it's harder to find than.
And it is. All
than
of us
other
who
stuff.
want to find it is like people have kept records of it and saying, why is this listed as that when it's actually the most rare data you can get outside of maybe.
It's
It's
the
probably more
way
than
that
the data mine wakes.
Rarity is changed based on your Pilots Federation ranks. So as you increase Pilots Federation ranks, the missions that would give you that disappear and instead give you the higher grade stuff. Thus, the only way that you're likely to obtain them beyond that is through incredibly uncommon, quote-unquote, bad drops from other stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't even do missions because
That
those
makes
give you
sense,
1.
and
They
it's
give you a
logical.
quantity
Yeah.
of 1 instead of getting the 1 instance for 3 of them. So I'd always scan data points. That's the only way you could get it, really.
No, because for example, if you have an elite rank on trading or exploration, doesn't matter. You can go to make a CEO Sotis run, and you have tons of modified embedded firmware.
You get more from the data points though. Still, I've looked at
no.
missions because I've been elite for a while, but nothing. It's like seldomly you get 1. Now, more recently, I'd say like after 2.3, yeah, you started getting better missions with a little bit more frequency. But before that, it was 1
Nope.
mission every hour or something. You get 1 and 1 physical thing. So I would just scan to get 3 on each.
Come on, you are going. What I'm saying, you are going to CEOs, getting these data transport missions. to see Sotis, like you are ranking up on Empire, like that. But you are running these ones, and also for the missions for which Sirius Corp is giving you, and almost each run you are getting at least 4.
I never did Sothisius. I did Quince. I got cracked industrial from Quince, a lot of it actually, but it's still not that much. If the data points would have actually given me the right amount, I would have got more from data points.
I went for about 5 hours at Celsius running the data missions, and I think it only came with like 10, 15 cracked industrial firmware. So it's just shitty drops and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and I did like 4 days at Quince, and I think each day I probably got roughly 30, so about 10 drops on the data points of cracked industrial firmware. I mean, that's considering I made like 1.5 billion or whatever it was that 4 days. It's not a lot.
Well, good thing that they are doing the material trader.
Yeah, because then you can trade down to that because it's only a grade 3 or a class 3, so it's like
or trade up.
Yeah, trading up's definitely gonna be harder though.
But still, it's gonna be.
It's a lifesaver.
Yeah, you can actually, well, get.
I mean, if you really can't get it and you got 100 carbons sitting in your hold there, you could spend it.
Raw materials can only be traded for other raw mats. Or what are you talking about in this case?
No, you could trade material for material.
Raw materials only go for other raw materials, and manufactured materials only go for other manufactured materials.
Oh, okay. I didn't really pay attention to that. I guess that makes sense.
I only messed with it once, so I didn't notice that. But that's kind of dumb if they did it that way. It should just be material for material.
And similarly, encoded materials only go for encoded materials. By the way, encoded is just another word for data in this case.
Yep. So how you doing, Hunters? I heard you had quite a trip last night.
I'm barely alive.
Sounds like it's...
You should fix that with prompt medical attention.
What?
What happened, Huntress?
He's just tired.
She did a meta alloy run.
Huntress, I told him that I was on this morning when you made it in. And I said, I didn't even know you were online because I didn't hear a peep out of you. And all of a sudden I heard, all right, I'm here. I'm going to bed.
Good show.
I'm sorry.
So I told him a little while ago, I said, oh my God, he must have been exhausted. You flew all night, didn't you?
It was an 18-hour run.
Holy cow.
Because you had to go out and then come back.
Yeah. I did a total of 907 jumps.
Jesus. So you were just scoop honk, scoop honk, scoop honk. Not even honk.
I didn't even honk.
Why did you that?
Faster, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I didn't honk is because my ship was fitted with a collector limpet instead of a scanner array.
Oh wow, so you couldn't even.
Oh, damn it. Somebody's interdicting me.
A player or an NPC?
No idea. I
Better
think
not
I
be a
am
player.
NPC. No.
Yeah.
Where are
No
you?
idea. I am at Polo Harbor. I was just going to London Planet, and somebody tries to interdict me.
You know, I don't even remember saying that I was going to bed.
Okay, I escaped.
We're an autopilot.
It was NPC, I think.
Someone's doing some drifting.
Kilo, you still on?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I think I'm gonna take off.
Okay, mate. Yeah, I'll probably hang around a bit long because Plate is streaming, so I'll be here for a little bit and then I'll head off.
I don't know.
We've got
why,
like 2 days to get there, so